Hi, Sergei.
Hi.
Will you say your name for me?
Sergei Bodrov.
Bodrov.
Russian film director.
And Mongol.
And Mongol.
Not only are you the director and the producer, but you wrote Mongol. So there's a lot on your shoulders for the success of this film. Was this a long love affair with Genghis Khan?
It was a long interest, and this interest became love affair, which was and it was involved, of course, a lot of passion. Yeah, I don't know.
Did growing up in Russia help you with the story?
Of course, yeah. I don't know. It helped me because I know this name really well, and of course, in Russia, it's most unpopular name because he is almost monster. Also, like around the world, except the Asia. In Asia, he's a hero. So for me, it was a kind of challenge to make this movie.
It was more than just hearing about the bad side of him. You were looking for the other side of him too. Your collaborator, Arif Aliyev, worked with you on Prisoner of the Mountains in 1996, and you were nominated for an Oscar and a Golden Globe. Did he help you write it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's my writing partner, and we have a good collaboration.
You also made another big epic like Mongol, Nomad. Were they similar in any ways?
No, it was completely different movies. Nomad was exactly my movie. I was asked to finish the movie. It was big American production, came to Kazakhstan with another director. They started the movie. They didn't finish for some reasons, and I was asked to finish the movie. But it was a good experience.
Was it big? Did it help you in this?
It was big, yeah, of course. It was kind of, to be honest, part of the deal. People asked me to finish this movie and promise to help with my next one.
Oh, I see. So it was a good thing for you. How difficult was the research? Because this goes back to, you tell us how far back Genghis Khan goes.
800 years ago.
800 years ago. So how could you research this?
It was, it was a lot of interpretations about him, not so many reliable sources. So some pieces of his life, some years of his life are missing. It was, of course, challenge, but it was extremely interesting to fill the gaps, yeah, to understand the character. If you know the character, and so you know the logic, yeah, what he will do in this certain situation. But character, how to understand the character. It was an amazing story about his childhood. And when he was young years old, he was underdog, he was orphan, slave. He picked up his wife when she was 9 years old and she was 10.
That was so interesting, yeah.
He came back to her, she was kidnapped. It's like whole human great story. And when you know the story, you understand the man.
I see. You say it's a love story as well as a story of survival, and I think you're just explaining that survival part of it.
Yeah. So it's a love story and it's a date movie.
And where did you shoot, and how long did it take?
It took, whole movie took like 4 years, like writing script, preparations, to shoot. We started to shoot, we didn't finish because there was not enough money. We came back next year and we finished the movie. We were shooting in remote locations in Mongolia, China, Kazakhstan.
Were there extremes, cold, hot?
Everything, everything. Extremes, cold, rain, snow, hot, heat, mountains, like everything. Rain,
but
storms, sandstorms.
Sandstorms?
Yeah, everything.
When one of the stories you tell is in the village, shamanism was a big thing during that.
It's not a big thing, it's very important, still now.
Still now?
Still now. And my friends, Mongolian friends, they asked me before we start to shoot, let's go to head shaman of Mongolia and to ask permission to shoot. And I was thinking it's the right thing to do because you have to, when you're making this kind of movies, you have just to really to follow the culture, respect the tradition.
But he found that surprising when you came to ask for permission.
He wasn't so surprised, you know, like shamans, they're not surprised. They're very cool people, you know. We made everything what Mongols will do. We came with the offerings, you know, we were polite. And he said to us after ceremony, he said, look, many people wanted to make this movie. Japanese, French, Americans, which was true. You came for me first, don't know. Only you came to me, don't know. And you did right, and it helped us a lot.
It helped you a lot. And also talking about everyone who wanted to make the movie, when you cast the film, you had actors from Japan and China and Russia. How could a Japanese play Genghis Khan?
Easily, don't know, because he was a great actor, yeah, don't know. And he was great actor, that's it. And also Japanese believed that he was a Japanese. Yeah, don't know, like every nation's Chinese thinking he's a Chinese, and Koreans saying, look, you don't know, but he was a Korean, yeah, don't know.
And how many languages were on the set, and what did you direct in?
A lot of languages, 40 translators on the set, 40, yeah. You know, because it's a huge crew, it's 600 people, you know, like people from different nations. And sometimes, of course, translators were not professional enough. It was a lot of misunderstanding, but it was nature of this movie.
We're talking about that and all the people and all the crew. Where'd you get all those horses and all those battleship fields? And
so look, wait, if you decided to make this kind of movie, you have to push yourself and you have to push all your people to the limits. Yeah. So I brought stunts from Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. They came with own horses. We found people, thousands of people who came with own horses. We trained them for 2 months.
They brought their own horses from the villages?
Yeah.
And did they know how to do those big major battles that you?
No, they didn't know, but we had to train them. They knew in the end, yeah, I don't know.
What about costuming? Was that with all these people? Were the costumes authentic, or did they come with their own costumes?
No, it was a huge costume department.
And they were authentic, because you had to make them all?
Absolutely, yeah.
One of the things that was so beautiful was the music. How did you decide on the music?
I'm proud with my soundtrack. It's a great young Mongolian band from Ulaanbaatar, from Mongolia, and plus young Finnish composer Thomas Kantalinin, and they made amazing music. Mongolian brought like unique freshness and energy into Thomas' score, and we brought Mongolians to Russia, and they worked with a big Russian symphonic orchestra, 70 people. It was an amazing experience.
Were you thinking about him in the beginning, or did you just find him?
No, I find him.
You just found him.
I found a lot of bright people.
You've made a lot of films. You've been nominated for Academy Awards. You've gotten BAFTAs, but you still have time to teach young filmmakers. You worked at Moscow State Film School. You were guest professor at UCLA in New Orleans, also in Hamburg in Germany. Are those European students the same kind of students as American students?
No, they're the same students. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not good teacher, not enough patience, but I love for the short period of time, I love to help young filmmakers, and usually when I'm shooting also, I'm taking a lot of young people.
Oh, you take them with you?
To my crew, yes, yeah.
So I know you divide your time between Russia and the United States and Kazakhstan. I just read a book by Christopher Robbins, Apples Are from Kazakhstan.
I heard about this book, yeah. I would love to read it. Yeah.
It's fabulous. Are apples really that good there?
Oh, yeah. They're big, amazing apples, big, huge, like a great taste, yeah.
He says it's really interesting to think apples came from somewhere.
Yeah, from Kazakhstan.
And were you a child with that?
Yeah, I know about this.
Do you think you could ever make a small film again?
Oh, sure. Don't know. It's all depends. For me, it's not about big, small. If it's a good story, then it's a good story.
Well, you gave us a great story today. Thanks.
Thank you.
Mongol, the untold story of Genghis Khan's rise to power. Everything he loved was taken from him. When he became a man, he would fulfill his destiny. He would raise an army, and he would take it all back. He would rule the largest empire the world has ever known.
Амаргүй уучраа. Нэг наснаас нь жул жаргал. Ахнаа чараа нуурын ус шиг тунараад байх ёстой. Шөнө тийм нүрий долооход хөл торхгүй байдгаа. Нүд нь бол нарийнхан байх ёстой. Учир нь мууж үгийн сүнсвэл тусгайл нь том нүдэнд ордог болохоор харагдахгүй юмыг харагдуулах болгоно. Хамаг чухлан бол гоё шүү. Энийг мэдэрэй. Гоёндаа итэ өмхтэй бол сая хэрэгтэй дан баяр жаргал олгож чадна. Мэдвүү хөө.
Би чамайг сонгож авлаа.
Би зөвшөөрч байна.
Манай монгол хүн өөдөө ээжнээс сон хайртай.